It's 9 o'clock and I'm really tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Man, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I was just so tired. I needed a break. Insanely exhausted. I was so tired. I can't concentrate today for some reason. I broke my screwdriver. Hi. Welcome to my studio makeover video. I think this is my favorite video in the entire world. I'm so excited. As you can probably tell, I'm coming to you from the future when my studio is already made over. It's already done. You can see a little bit of a sneak peek behind me. It looks so good. I'm still trying to figure out placement for my camera and what angles would be better, but doesn't it look so much better than my other videos? Okay, contain yourself. So before I start, I just want to preface by saying I'm sorry for the audio quality and the lighting in this video. I haven't been using my microphone. I've been moving around and like doing stuff vlog style or like time-lapse style. When I'm talking to the camera directly, I'm only using the mic on my phone. And for the entire video, I didn't use my lighting equipment. I was painting and we were moving stuff around, so it would have been hard for me to set it up. So in a lot of the time lapses, you're gonna see the lights flickering. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best to like fix that, but there's only so much I can do. I'm not a professional at this. So with that being said, I'm just gonna get into the video and let's just start with day one. Okay, the makeover has officially started. I just got back from Michael's and Reno. I got a bunch of stuff. These shelves to put on my wall. They're storage utility carts. And I got a bunch of paint and all that stuff. I wanted to have everything right away for us to start, and now I have to take everything from my basement, all of this clutter and crap, and put it upstairs on my main floor because we need to paint down here. I'm not really excited about this part, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. My mom and my brother don't really want to be filmed, so I don't know how much of the painting process I'll be able to film, and also bringing like all this stuff upstairs. I'm gonna try as much as I can to film the process, but if they're gonna be there, I don't want to make them uncomfortable by having them on camera, but I promise I will do my best. Okay, it's so late. I don't know how much I filmed of the process so far. I can't remember. So far, what we did is we took most of the stuff out of this room. This unit needs to be brought up to my mom's room. I have some equipment over here that I need to bring upstairs, but for the most part, all that stuff is done. We did some plastering. We still need to sand it, and then we're gonna do a second coat of plaster. My brother taped all of the ceiling fixtures and some of these things. I don't know what they're called. We did quite a bit today. So today's Friday. We have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to do this. I hope we finish by at least Monday night, maybe Tuesday. As long as Mommy, I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to the camera. This is so embarrassing.
You didn't tell me. I'm putting a whole wash. You better not do that because I'm on my PJs.
It's just on me. What do you want to say to the people?
Hello, everybody. This is my basement that my daughter took ownership of.
Say like, share, and subscribe.
I hope you like, so please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you. Now I can't remember what I was saying. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna update tomorrow. Bye.
Day 2.
We actually got quite a bit done on Saturday, so we finished plastering and then we sanded everything. After that, we painted the ceilings and then we did the first coat of primer on all the walls of the basement.
Day 3.
I don't know where I left off. I didn't really film very much today because my mom and my brother were here and so was my cousin. I wasn't able to film the process. Basically, we did the baseboards today and our doors, and then we also did the first coat of paint on the walls, except for in the staircase because it's 9 o'clock and I'm really tired. I want to go watch Dancing with the Stars. So tomorrow, which is Monday, we're gonna do inside the stairwell the first coat of paint and then the second coat of paint on the walls. And then once all that dries, we have to do the second coat of paint in the stairwell, and the painting should be done and I can start setting everything up. That's when the video is kind of really gonna start, because I'll be updating a lot and I'll be showing a lot of that process, because it's only gonna be me. If the walls need a third coat of paint, we're gonna do that. I don't think they will, but my brother said they might, so hopefully we'll be able to finish all that tomorrow. It depends how I feel, but maybe after we finish painting tomorrow, I'm gonna start setting everything up, maybe just the big items, and then on Tuesday I'll do like the smaller decorative stuff. It all depends on where we're at tomorrow and what time we finish. So that's where we're at so far. Maybe tomorrow I'll film more, but I don't know, I can't promise anything. I'll see you later. I'm going to watch Dancing with the Stars in my bed with my dog.
Day 4.
We're literally so close to being done. I have this wall to do, I have that wall to do, and then the staircase for the second coat. And then I think I'm gonna go over some spots with the third coat, because I can still see some like places where it's uneven. It's gonna be done today for sure, the painting and everything. We're gonna take these tarps out, we're gonna clean, and then I'm gonna put some of like the big items into place, like my desks and everything. I'm still waiting for my easel to come in the mail. I literally just ordered it like yesterday. I think that's coming on Tuesday, so tomorrow. I can't wait for the painting to be done. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have so much fun decorating and putting everything away and organizing, but the painting has been a pain in the ass. I'm not having fun.
One eternity later.
Painting is officially done. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so tired. You cannot even imagine how happy I am right now that painting is done. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 8 o'clock or something. I'm gonna leave this to dry overnight. Tomorrow I'm gonna come down and take out all the tarps, the tape from the walls. I'm gonna vacuum. I'm gonna put in all of the outlet covers and the light switch covers. And once I'm finished cleaning, then I can start to set up my studio. I still don't know where this couch is gonna go. It's covered with a bunch of stuff, but it's not supposed to be in here for the final studio makeover. We don't really have any space in my garage, so I really don't know what we're gonna do with it. It might have to stay in here until my mom decides to sell it or get rid of it. I'm gonna go take a long shower right now because I feel dirty.
The next day.
Okay, it's Tuesday. We started this whole process on Friday. Painting is done. I'm very excited about that. Now I just have to clean up the space and start setting everything up. That's all it is right now. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so I think I'm gonna have to strategize a little bit. I'm gonna categorize the cleanup. So first step is gonna be taking out all of the tarps that are on the ground and putting them in a box. And once that's done, I'm gonna take the box out of here. This way I don't have to look at it anymore. Second, well, I can't decide between second and third, which is taking out the tape from the ceilings and the ground and everywhere that there's tape, and putting in all of the outlet and light switch covers. I can't decide which I want to do first, so I think I'm just gonna decide in the moment. And once that's done, I'm gonna vacuum the entire space and then we'll take it from there. That's my thought process so far. If I don't categorize stuff into like distinct steps, it gets too much for me and I just don't do it. I've already been putting this off for the entire afternoon. I think it's like 1:30. Okay, that took way longer than I expected it to. It's like 4:30 right now. I'm gonna move some furniture around. I'm gonna need my brother's help to take this desk and put it back on the ground because it's too heavy for me to do it alone. So you won't see that because he doesn't want to be on camera. So after my brother left, I started moving stuff around to give myself more space for building. I moved the 2 units that were in back of the couch. I also pushed the couch back towards the wall because it was in the middle of the room. And I moved the treadmill to where it would permanently be. I also moved my desk so that they were flush to the wall. And then I started building. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit overwhelmed this day. I had already done a lot, and then by the time it came to building my furniture, I was really tired, and just seeing all those boxes laid out was like, oh my god, this is too much. I'm not gonna be able to get it all done, which I didn't, but honestly, I've always loved building stuff, so even though I was overwhelmed, I was happy to do it. So I started with my rainbow drawers, and honestly, they were pretty easy to build. Both of them didn't take me more than, I think, maybe an hour, so I was really happy about that. And then I moved on to my easel. This one was a little bit harder to do, only because the instructions were a little bit more difficult to follow. The first step on the instructions, actually, like one of the pieces of wood was labeled wrong. So it took me quite a while to figure out what they actually wanted me to do. So I had to like take it apart a couple of times and rebuild it, which was really, really frustrating, but it didn't take me too long to build. And then I spent a little while playing around with it because I was just so excited. I've wanted this easel for so long and I finally had it. So I just spent the rest of the night admiring it.
The following Thursday.
Okay, it's about 3 o'clock on Thursday right now. I took a little bit of a break yesterday because I was just so tired. I needed a break, and I usually don't work on Wednesdays anyway, so that's not new for me. But I was insanely exhausted, and I could barely get out of bed yesterday. Honestly, I was so tired. My eyes were on the verge of closing all day. But where I left off on Tuesday was I built my easel. So today all I need to build is my storage shelves, and then I brought down my cart from my room. I've had that for a couple of years. I think I got it in 2020 when I redid my room. So I just had it as originally a cart to hold random stuff. Then I put books in it. And then I decided instead of getting a second cart for my studio to have beside my easel, because I don't think I'm gonna have anything next to my easel to hold my palette. And when I paint, I don't really hold my palette in my hand. So I decided, let me just bring my cart down here and I'll put all of my painting stuff in there. It'll just be more convenient for me. So I brought that down. And then I think I'm gonna work on the layout of my studio. In my last video, I kind of explained a little bit of the layout that I had planned. I don't think that's gonna work out because I have less space than I thought I did to do that. And it's gonna be really crammed if I try to do that. I'm gonna set it up and I'm gonna see how it looks and how it feels, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I think I'm really gonna have to rework it. I might end up moving my furniture around a couple of times just to see what I prefer. So I think that's all I'm gonna have time for today. Let's just get into it. I also have to go and recycle all of those boxes because I can't really move around all my stuff if those boxes are in the way. So that's pretty much all I'm doing today. And if I feel like it, I'll do more, but I'll keep updating as I go. I kind of just want to put on my podcast and do it. I cut out a lot of me building this stupid thing because most of it was just me putting together, taking it apart, putting it together, taking it apart, because I kept miscounting and I wasn't putting the shelves in the right spot and it wasn't even, and it was just the most frustrating thing I've ever had to do in my entire life, and I hope I never have to build another one of these things ever again. Yeah, this was a bad experience. I hated it so much. I'm still irritated thinking about it. Oh my god. This took me 2 hours to build. Oh my god, I'm irritated right now. Plus, I broke my screwdriver. Okay, I was like whacking the shit out of this thing because I couldn't take a hammer because it would dent the metal. Already this thing that's like rubber, it dented the metal. So I couldn't take a hammer. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so irritated right now. I've had some time to gather myself. I'm still irritated about this broken screwdriver because it was actually pretty cool, but whatever. Other than the absolutely atrocious 2 hours that it took me to build this, it's actually a pretty cool unit. And it's pretty big. So right now I'm gonna move some furniture around. I'm gonna see what layout I like. I'm gonna try the original layout that I said in my last video. And then as soon as I figure out a layout that I like, then I'll start organizing all my stuff. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install these shelves, because I don't want to install them right now because they have to be above my desk and I'm not sure exactly where my desk is gonna be, so I can't install them anywhere right now. So that's gonna be the absolute last thing I do. So like I said before, I started off with the layout that I had already planned, and I quickly realized that it wasn't going to work because I didn't have as big of a space as I needed for that layout. So then I went into trying to figure out different layouts, and I decided on putting my white desk in the middle of my back wall, and it stayed there the entire time. I didn't even think about moving it because I liked it there, and I liked the idea of putting my shelves directly over that desk on that specific wall. And then it was just about moving around my other furniture and figuring out where everything else should go. And I also decided I would set up my top-down setup and the stands for my light, because those take up pretty big chunks of space, and I wanted to make sure that the way I was setting everything up, those would fit in the space properly and it wouldn't be too cramped for me. That was an important factor. I needed to be able to breathe in my studio because I never was able to breathe the way it was before. Okay, I think I have a general layout for my studio so far. I don't know if I love it yet, so I think I'm gonna sleep on it and come back tomorrow with fresh eyes. But so far, I have my painting area. So my easel is gonna constantly stay at a 90-degree angle unless I need it for something else. But for the most part, I usually paint flat because I do abstract. Then I have my top down set up directly over my easel, and I have my cart on my right side because I'm right-handed, and my carpet. This couch is here temporarily. It's not gonna be here forever, so it's gonna be way more of an open space when I'm actually painting. And I have my lighting. I didn't put the actual lights on. I just wanted to see the space it would take up. I have my drafting desk over here, and then my main desk over here. This way I can just move over my chair. I don't have to get two separate chairs. I don't know what's gonna go in the corner yet. I haven't really decided. I have my storage bins that are probably gonna move around because they're on wheels, and then my storage shelves that it's like a perfect spot between the two outlets. It just fit perfectly there, and I have enough room to walk in and out of my studio. I'm gonna think about this setup. So far I like it.
The next day.
I think I decided on this layout, mostly my desk where it is and the shelves above it, because once I screw in the shelves, it's not impossible to move the shelves because I really want them above my desk. So it's not impossible to move the shelves and my desk all together, but there's gonna be holes in the wall where the shelves used to be if I decide to move them. So I'm really trying to put my desk in a place where it's very versatile for if in the future I want to move around my studio or change any furniture or whatever. And there's so many different variations of where I can put all of my other furniture while my desk stays there and the shelves stay there. So it's a very open area, open space, which I really love. That was super important to me. And another thing that was super important to me, which might seem weird to other people, is the entrance to my studio, because it's kind of cut off. My easel is cutting the room in half. I'm not I know it's at a weird angle. I'm not really gonna use this side of the room very much because the treadmill and my brother's workout equipment is gonna take most of that space. So I decided my room would cut off where this wall ends. So we walk in the room from this hallway. My studio ends where this wall ends, and then the rest of this is for my brother's workout equipment. So this is my studio. I still have more space than I did. It's not as much space as I was expecting, but what are you gonna do? So when you walk in the room, there's a big open space and it's clear for me to walk in. That was a really important factor that I needed because the way my studio was, it was really hard for me to get in and out of where my desk was. So that was kind of another little obstacle for me to not want to be in my studio every day. Anyway, that was just something that was really important to me. That is kind of weird, but I like it the way it is. I think once I start getting a lot of my art supplies down here and my stuff, it's gonna start to feel more homey and less sterile. I also decided that I'm gonna hang art on this wall. It's not my art, it's something that I got at like a nerdy store. It's a painting of the Joker and Harley Quinn. You probably have seen it in some of my other videos. I'm not a massive fan of DC, but I love Harley Quinn and I love that canvas, so I still want to have it in my studio. And then on this wall above my desk, I'm gonna have my art. Today, I'm gonna work on filling up the space with my art supplies and my stuff. I don't know if I'll get it done today. I probably won't because I have a lot of stuff. So that's what I'm planning on doing today. I don't know, let's just see how much I get done. Hopefully I can get all of it done. I just can't bring down my canvases. Like my art that's already done, because the elf on the shelf is sitting on it. I can't touch the elf on the shelf or else it loses its magic. Okay, I think I'm done for the day. I brought most of my stuff down. The only things really that I'm missing are the paintings that the elves are sitting on. I can't touch them, so tomorrow when they decide to move, I'll go and grab those paintings and put them on my storage unit. These storage bins, I have to go through them again. There's a lot of empty drawers, which is fine. I have space to grow, which is what I wanted with this makeover. If I could separate certain things to make the organization easier for me in my day-to-day life, I'll do that. And pretty much everything's done except I have to hang this up. I have to put up my shelves above my desk and then figure out which paintings and art I want to display. I have to bring down my computer, but that's going to be after I install the shelves. So I think maybe one more full day and we're done. Oh, I also have to put a tarp underneath my easel because I don't want paint to get all over the ground. Oh, and I had a good idea. Okay. So I have pretty big canvases. So I was thinking that maybe I would put up a canvas over here. This way when I'm painting and like if I flick the paint, I don't want it to get on the wall. So I would have to put a tarp there. But maybe instead of putting a tarp on the floor and on the wall, I'll put a canvas here so that the canvas will catch the paint. And similar to something that I'm doing, I've been doing this for a little while where every time I finish a painting with my extra paint, I just put a little strip on the canvas. That'll be another cool thing to display in my studio. But yeah, it's just little things that over time I'm gonna be able to do, but the more I clutter it with stuff, the more homey it feels. I'm never gonna be an insanely organized person, so there's always gonna be a little bit of mess. Like it's not, my shelves, they're not aesthetically pleasing. They don't need to be, as long as it works for me and I have room and I don't feel suffocated in here. That's what matters to me. But yeah, that's Friday. I'll get back to you whenever I decide to work on this again. Tomorrow I'm busy. I'm going out with my cousin. We're going thrifting. So maybe Sunday I'll pick this back up. I'll update you whenever I get back to it. So this is my studio. This is like the furthest I can get. This is the best I can do for like an overview of my studio. I think it looks really good. It's gonna work really well for what I need it for, and I'm really excited about it. So that was the process of my studio makeover. I'm really happy with it. It came out really good. Even just looking at my phone right now and seeing my background is making me giddy. I'm so happy. Obviously there's more stuff to be done. Like I want to organize those drawers a little bit more. I'm gonna have to get a second storage unit because it's already full and I haven't even started using the space yet. I think maybe in the future I want to get bigger shelves because they're already really full. And well, first of all, I wasn't really expecting to put them on this wall. I was gonna put them on this wall, which they would have filled out the space more, but since I put them over here in the middle, they don't fill out as much of the space as I want. So maybe in the future I'll get bigger shelves. I also want to start getting more art from other artists that I enjoy and putting them on the wall above my drafting desk, and that'll be my wall for other people's art. Okay, that's all for the video. So thank you for watching. If you want to support me in my art, I have a Patreon that you could go and subscribe to, and I also have an Etsy. I have coloring books that are also available to download if you're subscribed to a certain tier on my Patreon. But if you don't want to subscribe to my Patreon, you can just get those individually on Amazon. Everything that I'm working on right now is going to be linked in the description, and also like this video or subscribe to my channel. That would also be great. Thanks. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, wait. Happy New Year. This is the first video that's being posted in the new year. So here's to a less shitty year. Yay. Did anyone else have a terrible time in 2023? Was that just me? Oh my God. I'm joking. I actually had an okay year this year. It wasn't that bad. I'm being dramatic.